sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
And good afternoon to you from Dakota Arena, day number 3 of the Tradition Holiday Classic. Jeff Papers with you, feeling somewhat human today as we get the first of the last 4. Moorhead Spuds to our right, record 4-7-1, and they are taking on the St. Thomas Academy Cadets, 7-3-1. Off to our left, Cadets in the dark uniforms. Moorhead is in the light. Cody Neeson making another start for St. Thomas Academy, gone all the way this season, 2.07 goals against average, 90.7 save percentage, 2 shutouts, 21 goals allowed on 227 shots. He's 6-3-1. Now for Moorhead in goal today, Charlie Stenjum, and the Kai Weigel not playing today after allowing 9 goals yesterday. Stenjum has only played 15 minutes of this season, allowed 1 goal on 6 shots, so a very limited sample size for him, and we'll see how he handles the pressure of tending the Moorhead goal today. We are underway, and the play is in the St. Thomas Academy zone, behind the net now. It comes to the near boards behind the net, and that's Parker Gast, and he lost possession. Now played up the wall by Dietz for St. Thomas Academy. Turn and play right back in. A spin and shoot, and a save made with a blocker pad on Carter Hasbargen, and that goes out of play. Be a stoppage and a face-off in the St. Thomas Academy zone. We understand that Vezi Lopai of Cretin-Durham Hall is in surgery at the moment, so we hope to have an update on his condition for you sometime today, but after he was injured in what can only be described as a horrific event last night. We wish him the very best. And now over the line comes St. Thomas Academy, and the first attempt is blocked. Now picked up there by Luke McPherson, plays it around behind the net. Richardson shoots, that's blocked. He gets it back. And now Richardson plays it down. It's picked up there by Brandon Mickelson. Plays it around for the Spuds and comes out to center. Finally over the line, and that is Brooks Cullen. Losing possession now along the wall. It's going to be held in at the point, and a shot doesn't quite get to the net. Now St. Thomas Academy coming back on the far side. And they get to center, and Richardson shoots it in. They'll get a change, and here's Dufel for Moorhead. He puts it right on the stick of Nate Williams for the Cadets, who turns it back to the blue line. Moorhead back, and that's offside on the left. So we'll get a stoppage with 1:34 gone in the first period, and no score. Our last day of this event. Face-off coming up outside the blue line. One shot so far for Moorhead, and it's the only mark on an otherwise pristine score sheet so far. And they play for it in the referee's crease, and now shot into the Moorhead zone, and it's right on. And Stenjum with a easy stick save for his first save of the day. Played over to the far side, Moorhead in control, Stefan. He puts it down the ice, no icing. And now Cadets pick it up and play it down the near wing, and they shoot in through Jimmy Zavarro, their leading goal scorer, had 2 yesterday. And now just bouncing off a hit there is Zach Zimmerman. Puck played back into the Moorhead zone deep to the left corner, and the Cadets dig it out, and center winds up coming out to center ice. Over the line, this is Dosen. Will Dosen behind the net, feeds it around to the far side, and the Cadets work perimeter. Now it's tipped out to center, and Richardson will go back for it. There's number 11, and shoots it in. And out of the near side, and here's Midthun for Moorhead back. Now through the middle, Hasbargen over the line. Takes a shot and puts it wide to the near side. And it's going to be played finally back into the Moorhead zone to the left, and the Spuds pick it up with Hutari, who clears and now starts up. Shoots it in. Off the inboards, Neeson swats it behind the goal. Richardson plays it over to the far side for Gus Olsen, and now the Cadets play it out to center ice and play it on into the Moorhead zone. Now player falls behind the net going after it. That would have been Mikan. Now the Cadets dig it out, backhanded shot, save, and somehow the rebound got away from Stenjum, and it winds up now back at the right point. Dietz fires, that's right on, and a save made again. So Moorhead comes back, and Stenjum survives his first serious test. Now Moorhead comes back in on the far side as Allmendinger is tied up, and here come the Cadets back. 4 against 2 if they hurry, but now the defense gets back into the play, and it's picked up there by Stefan on the far wall for Moorhead. Headman pass, and now out to center ice. And Cullen hits the line, and it's offside on the right, so we'll get a face-off at neutral ice. Played 4 minutes and 3 seconds of the first period, no score from Dakota Arena. The 2 games of this event so far, Moorhead has in a bad stretch. They lost 4 out of their last 5 now, and they've won only 1 of their last 6 when they had a 3-3 tie with Sartell into it. But they come in front now, and a fanning on a shot attempt. In front of the goal was Kuntz, and now here comes St. Thomas Academy back. Pass to the near side, and it's in too deep for Knutson to do anything with it. And it comes over to the near wall. Moorhead plays out to center ice. Patch Cronin over the line, shoots it in, and Stenjum got most of the cutoff, but they're changing anyway, so it doesn't matter. And out to center, played ahead by Allmendinger, and now into the Cadet zone. Olsen rings the net, pass to the left, and Moorhead gains control in their zone. Dufault with it, plays it across to Hutari. Now Moorhead breaks out, down the near wing. Kraft closing in, Kraft centers it. Oh boy, that was a good chance there for Michael Herman, and he could not shovel it home. Now picked up, and here is Dosen down the left wing, plays to center ice, and Moorhead will deal with that. Back through neutral, and they come in over the line. And a pass from Kraft over to Zach Zimmerman, and he shot it over the top. Now back comes St. Thomas Academy, and they'll shoot it in deep. Brownshausen heads for the bench as they change, and then a hit behind the net. Played around by Zimmerman on the far side, controlled by Herman for Moorhead. He spun around at the blue line and dropped, and they come back in 3-on-2. Here's a shot, and it's a nice blocker save there by Stenjum. Put it up against the glass, and now St. Thomas Academy has to chase the puck. Moorhead changing, 11:15 to go. And here comes Mikan centering it up the slot. Moorhead will pick that off and start back 3 against 3. Into the zone, Cronin is going to get there first with the goaltender out to stick it back to the corner. And it comes to center, and now here's a 2-on-1 for St. Thomas Academy. A shot, and Stenjum makes the save. A rebound is loose, but the referee had lost sight of the puck and blew it dead. The shot there by Mikan, and we'll get a face-off in the Moorhead zone. Interesting to see how Moorhead comes back today after having the wheels taken off them in the third period by Eden Prairie yesterday. They allowed 5 goals in the third, lost 9-2. And I haven't seen a Moorhead team give up 9 goals ever. And now it's played back into the Spud zone deep to the left. Stefan playing it ahead. Midthun has Bargan. Goes behind the net. Still has it. He tries to go back the other way, and this time it's going to be picked up and played around the net. The Cadets held in at the point, and a shot by Mickelson goes wide. Now shot in, and Stenjum can't quite handle the cutoff. Picked up finally by Mickelson. Weaving over the line, comes to the far side. And then he is taken in against the boards. And here comes St. Thomas Academy back. Murray down the wing, and he is taken out against the boards. And Moorhead a little more physical now, and over the line, Dufall takes a shot, and that is blocked by Tommy Kurtz, and over the glass and out of play. 9:53 to go. We are scoreless in the first period. Our other games today, Chaska will play Eden Prairie next, and then it'll be in the evening session, Edina versus Cretin-Durham Hall in the first game, and then Prior Lake against Lakeville North to close out this year's event. Moorhead controls from the face-off, and a shot by Stefan deflected out of play. Face-off, controlled by the Cadets. Play to the right point, it's going to be held in. Stefan shoots, that doesn't get to the net. Dosen plays it back out to center, and Stefan will backtrack into his zone. Playing catch there with Dufall, now plays it back into the Cadet zone where it's controlled finally by Dietz. And he gave it away. Off to the far side, Cronin covers up for him and now plays to the red line. Patch Cronin plays it in, and right in front of the Moorhead bench. Stefan was there to stop the rush, now shot into the Moorhead zone as they change ends, or change lines I should say. Now a long pass for Dufall, picked up at center and played right back into the Moorhead zone. 9 minutes to go in the first period. Moorhead has 1 shot, St. Thomas Academy 5, no score. And now played out to center, and it's controlled there by Nico Russ, and that is over the line offside, so we'll get a face-off. Now played into the zone, and Moorhead deals with that. Herman on the right plays to neutral, and now into the Cadet zone. That's going to be an icing call, so we'll go back for a face-off with almost half the first period left. 8:32 to go. And now it's played back into the Cadet zone. And going back for it is Kurtz. Played finally rink wide into the Moorhead end. And that's going to be an icing call. Their stats not updated overnight on the Minnesota Hockey Hub. So we'll tell you now, having updated them from last night myself, Jimmy Zavarel, leading scorer for St. Thomas Academy with 11 goals. He scored twice yesterday. And he scored both the team's goals against Prior Lake on Wednesday to start this event. So 4 goals in 2 games, not a bad return for Zavarel, and now played at neutral ice. And Moorhead will try to bring it in. Midthun is denied. And now here's a centering pass. Dozen closing in. Dekes the goaltender and hits the empty net. That was a lovely piece of skill there from Will Dosen, who scored his 6th goal of the season for St. Thomas Academy. And it's 1-0. Time of the goal is 9:02. So we'll go back for the face-off. Goal number 6 for Dosen.
St. Thomas Academy goal, scored by number 9, Will Dosen. Assist number 22, Cole Bronshausen. And number 17, Jimmy Zavarol.
Brownshausen and Zavarol getting assists on the goal from Dosen.
9:02 of the first period.
At 9:02. And we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. St. Thomas Academy in the middle of a hot streak. They have now won 4 straight games. They are 4-1-1 in their last 6 and 6-1-1 in their last 8. So they have momentum going in the right direction for them. As Mike Randolph looks on from behind the bench. Cleared around on the near side. And out to center, here comes Dosen. Half a step, Dosen going in, he shoots, and that one was stopped by Stenjum. And now the Spuds pick it up and play it in front of their net. And they down to the near wall. Midthun trying to play it out, can't. Dosen over to Brownshausen, that doesn't work out. And now the Cadets hold the zone. Brownshausen in the high slot, closes in, working in. Now he'll take it around behind the net. He goes down, and the puck is finally picked up by Hasbargen for Moorhead. And out they come, but they lose possession at center ice. And Cadets come back on the right. Dosen tips it in. And then the Cadets will get a line change with just under 7 minutes to go in the first period. And a pass down the near wing, and here comes Hasbargen. He shoots it in. Neeson cuts it off behind the goal. Olsen feeds the far side. And the Cadets are able to nearly clear the zone. Sweep it around to Richardson on the right side, back around on the far wall. And finally it comes out to center, and it's claimed there by Cullen for Moorhead. And they'll wind up going back into their zone. Carter Hutari plays it up the wing, and there's not much there, but finally carrying on for the Spuds is Allmendinger, and now he throws it in front, and Cullen can't get to it. Finally, the puck is chipped out to center ice and played back down by Hutari for Moorhead. Plays it back in. 6:04 to go in the first period. Here's Olsen. Flips it high off the glass, and it comes to center, gets through the feet of Mickelson, who has to come back for it. Now Mickelson playing ahead. And into the zone comes Bergeson, and now he throws it across. And taken in against the boards there is Herman. But the Spuds keep the puck for the time being. And now it runs across the slot, and Moorhead is there to deal with that. Herman can't hold the zone, though, and it comes out to center. Shot back in, and it barely missed Cullen as he was heading for the bench. Now an outlet pass goes off skates, and it's played back into the Cadets' end. 5:25 to go in the first period. Moorhead still with just a one shot on goal. And we had the first shot of the game and haven't had one since. Now here's a shot right on. And a blocker pad save there off Luca Pedri. Now another follow-up from the far side. And Stenjum makes the save. So 5:10 to go. First period shots 9-1 for the Cadets. Play behind the goal in the Moorhead zone. And played around by Dufault. Now out to center. Turned around and shot back in by Kronberg for St. Thomas Academy. Dufault to the corner, plays around to the near wall. And now Zimmerman will carry it out. He's over the line. Zimmerman leaves it, and the drop pass is finally knocked out to center ice. And played back. Steffen shoots it in for Moorhead. 4:39 to go. And now the Cadets try the far side. They play out to center ice, and Steffen is there to hold it up, and now a pass will get past everyone off the stick of Max Candon, and that'll be icing for St. Thomas Academy. So back we go. 4:23 to go in the opening period. Scores of note from last night we'll have for you in a minute. Now banked off the wall, Dosen on the near side. Plays it to center, and it's shot right back in by Hasbargen for Moorhead. Winds up in the near corner for Dietz. And then he plays to the left, shot in there by Brownshausen. Behind the net, and a pass into the corner is picked up by Gast for Moorhead and finally cleared rink wide back into the Cadets' end, and Dietz has it there. Just to the far side, and here comes Brownshausen, but it's too far for him and played in with a glove, and it will be offside, so they have to clear the zone. And now here comes Moorhead back. Midthun shoots, and a glove catch by Neeson. Don't know if that would have been on goal, but Neeson took no chances, made the save. They are giving him a shot on goal for it, so we'll call it good. 3:32 to go. Hastings beating Cambridge last night 3-2. Armstrong Cooper over St. Michael Albertville 8-5 in New Hope. Roseau over Minneapolis 7-6 in Roseau. That must have been a fun one to watch. Now played back into the Moorhead zone from the faceoff. And here, Dufault, a long pass down the near wing. Spuds hit the line. There's a shot, and it's turned away off Bergeson. And now played ahead, and that's going to be another icing call against. No, it's not. It's not going to go far enough. So 3 minutes to go. Moorhead will start up from behind their net. Hill Murray did beat Champlin Park last night 3-2, so that's the 600th career win for Bill Lechner in that game. Congratulations to him. And over the line, the Spuds in. Here's a shot by Cullen on a pad save. Now loose in the corner, funny behind the Cadets net, and they will pick it up and carry out to center ice. On the turn, Moorhead picking it up, Herman. He shoots it in, and the Spuds will finish a change with 2:32 to go. And St. Thomas Academy picks it up and plays out. Here is Knutson shooting it in. Behind the net, Stenjum sets it up and clears it himself up the near wall to Mason Kraft. Now over the line, here is Herman shooting. Stick save and out of play from Cody Neeson. So a face-off coming up. Maple Grove over Chanhassen, 2-0 last night. Now from the face-off. Played into the zone. Here's a chance and a shot right on. A save made by Charlie Stenjum. I beg your pardon, that was not his 500th win, 600th win last night. They lost to Andover 4-2. So they'll have to wait one more try. They do get Chanhassen tonight in St. Louis Park to the Pioneers. Here's a shot and a glove catch. With 1:41 to go, Andover did defeat Hill Murray last night 4-2. So I apologize. Bill will eventually get that 600th win, but just not last night. Now from the draw, comes to the left point and thrown in front. A little test of strength there as the puck winds up in the corner and Devig plays it ahead. Out to center, now Kraft filling space, picks up the puck. Centers it, and it was behind his intended receiver on that side. Now thrown down low for Mickelson. 1:15 to go. And here's Allmendinger trying to get to it. He goes back to Mickelson at the high slot, working in. He takes the shot, missed the net. A rebound picked up by Devig on the near side, and he chops it down the wall as he takes a hit. And Allmendinger can't hold the zone, and it comes out to center ice. Less than a minute to go in the first period as it's played on into the zone. And behind the net now, this is Dietz. Draws two players, feeds it off to the near side, looking there for Brownshausen. And now he will shoot it in from center ice as they get a line change. Back behind the net, Hutari. Long pass up the near wing, and that is going to go for an icing. So we'll get a face-off with 36 seconds to go. Now, from the draw, it's played rink wide out to center ice. And Olsen turns it back. Now here comes Moorhead in over the line. A shot goes wide of the goal. With 20 seconds to go in the period. As the puck wound up on the stick of Parker Gast. Now golfed around by Olsen on the far side, and it's going to come down the wing. 10 seconds to go. A chance for the Cadets. They score! And it just swept it right into the net. And that's going to be Nico Russ. It's his second goal of the event. Just pure hustle down the wing, and he scores at 16 minutes and 52 seconds. To make it 2-0.
Academy goal, scorer number 23, Nico Russ. Assist number 6, Gus Olsen. That's Russ from Olsen. Time to goal.
Olsen gets the only assist as the first period comes to an end, but St. Thomas Academy with a big late goal from Russ, his fourth. And we played one period here in Dakota Arena, and it's a 2-0 lead after one period for the Cadets. They lead 12-5 on the shot board and 2-0 on the scoreboard. So we'll take a break, flood the ice, come back with more. This is the Tradition Classic 2023 here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Latza Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Latza Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Latza Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Latza Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Underway in the second period from Dakota Arena, 2-0. St. Thomas Academy leading Moorhead. Jeff Pappas with you, and an immediate icing call. During the intermission, the Youth Hockey Hub account on X noted that Vesey Lepai is undergoing surgery this morning for what is known in the medical business as a tib-fib procedure. He broke both the bones in his lower right leg, and tibia would be the shin bone, and then fibula would be basically the calf bone, and that's going to require evidently a rod and screws, or a plate and screws, or perhaps both. So our thoughts are with him this morning, and he's undergoing surgery, injured in last night's game. We thought you might want to know. Now a shot right on from the face-off by Murray, and it's cleared back into the Moorhead zone. Stenjum out to play it. And the goaltender plays it ahead. And he caught him on a change. And here comes Moorhead, a shot, and putting it just wide as gas, and it winds up deflecting. And we got a face-off in the St. Thomas Academy zone. 45 seconds into the second period. Cretin-Derham Hall will play the first game of the night session tonight. And I hope they would respond well, but they have a tough opponent as they have Edina to contend with. Now from the face-off, here's a shot, and Neeson makes a save on Mickelson. Jeff Pappas with you with a call today as we close up shop in the 2023 Tradition Holiday Classic. From the face-off, a shot winds up going over the top and out of play from Cullen as he fell. And the face-off won by St. Thomas Academy. Played out to center ice, and Steffen now loose along the boards, and we get a whistle, and we're going to have a penalty, our first of the game. But no, we're not a penalty. He's calling a... Excuse me, I thought he had his arm up for a different reason. He's called a hand pass. So we've gone all the way back. I beg your pardon for that. So we're going to face off in the St. Thomas Academy zone to the left of Neeson, who has so far been letter perfect, 7 out of 7. Now behind the net, it's controlled there by Dietz. Pass up the middle, and Knutson can't make the reception, and here comes Bergson back for Moorhead. Down the far side, he'll take it behind the Cadets' goal, and then he falls as he tries to make the turn. And now picked up by Cronin, and he plays it ahead over the line. Murray puts on the brakes. Now goes back behind the goal, and Murray again in the corner. Olsen at the right point, takes the shot, and he's wide to the near side. Karam is picked up there by Kuntz, and Cronin holds it, plays it right back in, and Murray going after it. Finally back out to center. Olsen shoots it, and it winds up going off the traffic. And finally played into the zone by Bergson as Moorhead gets a change. A couple minutes gone in the second period. Banked out to center ice, and here comes Mikan. He's over the line, and he winds up being checked into the goalpost and knocking the net off its magnets, so we'll get a stoppage. 2:13 gone in the second period. A 2-0 game for the Cadets. From the draw, Olsen flattens and fires. Pad saves Stenjum, and the puck comes up the slot. Cadets control. And Richardson plays it down deep. Will ring the boards to the near side. Herman going after it, clear but not out, and a chance there for Russ, who has a goal for St. Thomas Academy today. And now the Cadets buzzing again. Here's Olsen at the left point, flattens, fires, missed the net. Now picked up by Mikan on the boards, gets it to settle down nicely, flips for McPherson behind the goal. Now Russ picks it up and played up the wall finally and out to center. And here comes Zimmerman for Moorhead. Over the line, shoots it in, and they're changing, so he will wheel for the bench. Now played out to center, and Mickelson controlling, playing it ahead, and Moorhead will shoot it in deep. Olsen going back for it along with Hasbargen, and Hasbargen gets there, leaves it at the left edge, and unable to come in front there was Mason Kraft. Now Hasbargen again to Kraft. Pass across is going to come right to the line, and it's not able to be held by Devig. And from the draw, picked up and played out to center, and Devig plays it in. Brownshausen leaves it, and now the Cadets start back. Dietz shoots it in behind the net. Stenjum feeds over to the far side. It's controlled now by Mithun. Plays it in. Well, not much zone time for Moorhead so far in this period, but they'll get some now as the puck is iced by St. Thomas Academy. So we'll go back for a draw. 3:55 gone in the second period. From the draw, played around on the dasher boards, comes off, and the Cadets have control. Pass to the near side, it's going to be held in momentarily by Stefan, but now Cadets come in, and a shot by McPherson is right on, and the rebound winds up right in front of the goaltender. Stenjum made a save, and now it comes around to the far side. Richardson goes back behind the goal. McPherson over to the near side for Russ. And now around behind and right through a line change. And back into the Moorhead zone. After it there is Stefan. Spuds play down the right, and they flick a centering pass across from Gast, and now it's going to be sent down low. Gast in front, waiting, and not able to get the puck to him there as Kuntz is cleared now by the Cadets out to center ice. And over the line they come, and that is Pedri leaving it. Now a chance in the slot, and it bounced past Knutson to the far side. Now Knutson to Dietz. Back for Knutson. Good pass across. Shot, save made. Rebound is steered wide by Knutson. Another chance, winds up at the right edge as Murray was swiping away. Now the Cadets play it behind the net. And it's going to be Mickelson in control in the right corner for Moorhead. And now turned over, and over the line they come. Here's Zavarel shooting, and that is off the glove of Stenjum. Now cleared to the line, and it's played back in offside by Dietz, and we'll get a face-off. 5:47 gone in the second period. And it remains 2-0. Goals from Dosen at 9:02 and Russ at 16:52 of the first period. Now played into the cadet zone. That's going to be an icing on Moorhead. So very brief burst of play there. Draw coming to the left of the goal. Now Richardson at the right point plays it down. That's intercepted, and Moorhead with a chance to break out down the wing. Here comes Kuntz. It's 3-on-1. Kuntz throws it across. They don't get a shot as Bergeson can't hold the pass cleanly. Now behind the net, it's controlled there by Richardson for the Cadets, and he plays to the line, held in, and a stick save by Neeson on a long shot from Steffen. And now the Cadets come in. McPherson trying to drag to his forehand. Now we've got a penalty as Moorhead will take the penalty. Hutari probably for a trip. It'll put St. Thomas Academy on the power play at 6:29. Now they're going to call hooking. They could have called either one. Power play for St. Thomas Academy, 20%. 6 out of 30. And for Moorhead, 74% on the penalty kill, 23 out of 31.
Moorhead's number 14, Carter Huteri, 2 minutes for hooking. Huteri, 2 minutes for hooking. Time to penalty, 6.
And the Cadets crank up that power play. Dosen dropping it back to Dietz at the right point. Back for Dosen. Shoots. Save made by Stenjum, and the puck off to the left boards. And he cleared around behind on the near side by Zach Devig. And now here's another shot, and that somehow wound up sighted by Stenjum when he made the save. We'll get a face off to the left of his goal with exactly 10 minutes to go in the second period. A very lovely Friday afternoon here in Prior Lake. Glad to have you along watching the hockey go by this afternoon. Now played back behind the net from the face-off. Cadets got possession. They play it up the slot, and it comes out to center. Dietz has to come back for it. Now here's Mikan over the line. And Mikan gets it back in the near corner. Centers it, and that's deflected. He comes back for it. Mikan now feeds Dietz at the left point. Mikan now throws it across. Here's a shot. Stenjum saves on Dosen. And now Dosen has it again, takes the shot. That comes through. And the rebound will be played all the way back out to center ice. And Dietz will go back behind his goal. Now stops short and comes up the near side with 50 seconds in the power play. And over the line come the Cadets. They battle along the near wall. And finally it's picked up by Hasbargen and played out. And that will force the Cadets back again. 36 in their power play. And here comes Tommy Kurtz. Shoots it in. Stenjum feeds the near side as Steffen is the closest one to it. Now goes back behind the net with 20 seconds to kill, and they shoot it all the way down the ice. And the Spuds will get there first as some good hustle there for Brooks Cullen. Got to the puck, 8 seconds remaining in the man advantage, and Cronin comes through for the Cadets. Cronin then lost possession as Moorhead comes back to full strength. And that is Murray dropping it up the slot. Played behind the net by Kurtz. And here's Kurtz again, playing the carom off the wall. Here's a shot that goes wide of the goal. As closing in there was Luca Pedri. Now played out to center ice by the Spuds, and here they come. Kraft over the line, throws it in front, and they score! Very well worked goal. Bergson scoring the goal with an assist. Well done from Kraft. Fifth goal of the season for Tyler Bergerson, and Kraft will get one assist, we know that, and it comes at 9:03 of the second period. So Moorhead on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Moorhead goal, score number 23, Tyler Bergerson. Assist number 19, Mason Kraft. That's Bergerson from Kraft. Time of the goal, 9:03 of the second period.
Bergerson from Kraft, and now a shot from the point by Stefan. Somehow got through, and Neeson made a pad save. Now here come the Cadets back, and they're offside. Face off at neutral ice, and now here comes Mikan. Banks it around behind the net. A little too far for Dietz, who's pinching, and now here comes Moorhead back. Played into the zone. Dietz in the right corner. Lays it ahead, bouncing puck picked up at neutral ice. And McPherson trying to play it in. Now picked up by Dietz, and he will carry over the line. Dietz, oh, nice pass, and Russ wasn't looking for it. It winds up going to the corner boards. Against the grain there, Dietz threw it across looking for Russ, and he was not expecting it. Now it comes up the slot, and Cronin shoots. Pad save by Stenjum, and now here comes Moorhead back. Zimmerman, he is dispossessed as he reaches the line, and now picked up by Murray over the line, and comes to the mouth of the goal, winds up behind the net. Hit thrown in the corner there by Fault. Now still loose in the zone. Now comes out to center. Here's Zimmerman, and it's poke checked off his stick. Played into the zone. Neeson sets it up with 6:20 to go in the period. Cleared around on the near side and finally out to center ice. Controlled by Mickelson. Here's Devig. Leaving it, Mickelson's going to have to come back and chase after that one. 6:10 to go in the second. 2-1 to score. The Cadets on top. Pass to the right. And now into the zone. It comes back finally. Beat a deep pass. Winds up putting him in trouble. There is Devig. Gave it up. Here's Dosen shooting from a sharp angle, and he puts it wide. And it winds up going out of play. Face off with 5:52 to go now in period 2. From the draw, Olsen shoots. That's a old Stenjum wound up knocking it aside with his glove. Comes to the right point. And here's a shot deflected, and it goes down just wide. As Cannon took a shot that was causing some trouble. Here's a 3-on-2 for Moorhead. As they come back, they leave a drop to the trailer, and they play it down low. Finally unable to make a play in front of the goal as Midthune, and back come the Cadets. Comes out to center. Turn at the blue line. Now here they come, and they have a 2-on-1 deep. Defense gets back, a shot right on, and a save made off Zavril, and that will bring up a face-off. 5:17 left in the second period. To center. And that's back into their zone, and I'll play it out to neutral. And Russ plays it on in. Stenjum behind the net, feeds around to the far side. McPherson pinning his man in against the boards. Dufault. And penalty. Is that a referee signaling for a penalty here? I believe he is. Well, no, he's not. His arm was up, and now it came down. So he comes to the right point. A shot goes wide. I think referees on the board should just not have their arms in the air for random reasons. Maybe that's just me. Now it comes to the circle and finally played across by Cronin. Going after it there, Murray for the Cadets, and then it's cleared back into the Cadets' end. That'll be an icing call, and we'll come back for a face-off. .4:17 to go in the second period. Only goal so far has come from Ferguson for Moorhead. Shots are even at 6 in this period. Moorhead giving themselves a chance, and there's a shot that winds up going wide from the face-off, played behind the net. Now Knutson dropping it to the right point, and a shot winds up going behind the net, and a long pass to center. Spuds come in over the line. Late arriver there. Oh, and a good save by Neeson. A toe save there against Tyler Sullivan, who came up the slot. And now the puck is picked up, and Kronberg tries to clear it and can't. Winds up behind the goal. Now on the near side. Cadets are able to bring it to center ice. They lay it ahead looking for Murray. He closes, throws it across, and Mickelson had his man tied up, Knutson. And it comes out to center ice. Played back in momentarily by Kronberg, and now the Spuds back with some numbers. Pass to the near side, and it was tipped as on the way to Herman. Winds up now back on Herman's stick. He shoots. That's blocked. Follow-up chance, and unable to get the puck through there is Steffen. Played back into the Cadets zone deep with 3:10 to go in the second period. Near they come. Long pass down the wing is tipped on in. And the goaltender, Senjum, plays it off to the left for Dufault. Now near side, Olsen throws it back into the Moorhead zone as we're less than 3 minutes to go now in the period. And a heavy fall behind the net there for Steffen as the puck fed over to the right point. And working in, here's a shot that goes wide. Rebound is controlled cleanly by Mikan. Now throws it across. And here's Dietz. Shoots, saves Stenjum, puck underneath him. And welcome to the crossbar as we get pushes and shoves for a couple players in front of the net. Brownshausen for St. Thomas Academy. We're going to get a penalty here, at least one. Yep, penalties going both ways. It is Dufault in the box for Moorhead. And I believe Dozen for St. Thomas Academy. 14:30 is the time of the penalties. We get the announcement.
Penalty's been assessed to Moorhead's number 6, Gabe Default, and the St. Thomas Academy's number 9, Bill Dojan. 2 minutes each for roughing. Time penalties, 4:30 of the second period.
Roughing penalties each at 4:30 of the second period. 14:30 rather. And now behind the net, Moorhead getting possession. And Bergeson, their goal scorer. Mickelson over to Devig, and that is knocked rink wide to center ice. Finally, we get an icing call against St. Thomas Academy. We'll go back with 1:35 left in the second period. It's 2-1 for the Cadets. Bergeson, the most recent goal for Moorhead at the 9:03 mark. And Moorhead's giving themselves a chance here. right point. Played down by Stefan on the wall. It'll ring the dasher and come down to the far side. Picked up finally. And played out to center. Here's Murray. Hitting the line, feeding it over to the near side. Now a centering pass from Brownshausen is broken up. Comes up the slot. Cronin holds. Feeds the right side. Here's a shot. Save made by Stenjum. And the puck is steered off to the near boards with the Spuds gain it with just over a minute to go in the period. And here comes Kraft over the line. Now a shot winds up going wide to the near side from Siler Sullivan for Moorhead. And now it's played out to center ice. Now behind the goal, Cronin, one-timer, and a save made. Rebound in front, they score! Oh, my! And that is a tough goal to give up in the last minute of the period as Mikan comes in and scoops it home. Mikan's 5th goal. And it comes at 16 minutes and 19 seconds of the second period. 3-1 for the Cadets.
St. Thomas Academy goal, scored by number 8, Michael Mikan. Assist number 27, Brody Dietz. Number 14, Matt Cronin.
Dietz and Cronin, the defensemen, get assists, and here comes Moorhead back over the line, and the shot goes wide of the goal from Midthun, and now Moorhead trying for a late goal of their own. They go behind the net. Centering pass, and Gast had a shot that went off the goaltender. Now, with 9 seconds to go, it comes out to center. Here's a chance and a breakaway for Russ, closing in. And a save made by Stenjum with 2 seconds to go. And boy, giving up a goal in the last minute is bad, but how about 2? And Stenjum is there to bail him out, and we're going to have a face-off in the Moorhead zone to his right with 2.5 seconds to go in the period. And that's the end of the period, and now a coming together there between the two centermen. And we're going to get 2 penalties on this as Zavarel took a poke at Cullen after the first aborted face-off attempt, and then Cullen dropped Zavarel right after the face-off. So we're going to get penalties to both of these players at 17 minutes.
Penalties on assist for Moorhead's number 8, Brooks Cullen, 2 minutes for cross-checking. That's Cullen, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of penalty, 17 minutes of the second period. Shots on goal in the second period. Moorhead's.
Well, Zavarel is not going to be penalized, it appears. So it's going to put Cadets on the power play. I saw both players pushing at each other. So we'll get the stoppage, a change to flood the ice, and we'll come back with the third period next. It's 3-1 Cadets here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
We're with Dr. Ike Hasley from Summit Orthopedic. How you doing today, Doctor?
Good, thanks for having me.
Oh, good. Thanks for being here at the freezing cold Dakota Ice Arena. You dressed for an ice arena.
Yeah, multiple layers.
You didn't realize how warm it was going to be here.
Yeah, that's all right. We're adaptable.
Yes, you are. Let's talk a little bit about your journey here in the medical field. You came in, you grew up in Iowa, went to the University of Iowa for med school.
Yep.
What was the inspiration to go to med school?
Yeah, I played a lot of different sports growing up as a high school athlete. Football, basketball, track, baseball, kind of the whole list.
Everything.
And so had a lot of injuries myself. Liked kind of looking out for my teammates when they inevitably got injured. And so that was kind of the spark, I think. And
Were you the team doctor before they had a team doctor?
That might be a little bit of an overstatement, but
Not true doctor, but just a little bit. You always were on the lookout for
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I like being that person that someone could rely on or come to if they needed help or had a question or whatever that was. So I think that was the kind of initial spark. And then when I was at the University of Iowa, saw some folks, some experts in sports medicine, ultrasound guided procedures, doing their thing, talking through return to play things with athletes, that sort of stuff, and said this is something that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life, and that brought me here.
You talked about playing multiple sports. I mean, you played a lot of sports. How do you think that pays off for athletes today? From a lot of these kids that are doing single sport athletes, you did the multiple sport. Talk a little bit about the differences between the multi-sport and how that would help an athlete.
Yeah, well, as a provider, I think it helps me, meet someone where they're at, whether it's their off season, whether they've got an important tournament or game coming up. And that brings up a good point of kind of the multi-sport athlete, youth specialization in sports. We see a lot of overuse injuries, and so tendinopathies, overuse injuries, that's kind of my subspecialty. So that's something that we talk about all the time with kids, athletes, parents, things like that.
How would you do you have a recommended time how much a kid should train in a specific sport?
Yeah, there's some good research being done on this kind of across the nation and the globe. And one kind of rule of thumb that I like to tell athletes and youth athletes especially and their parents is, in general, if you are 14 years old, then you should not be practicing more than about 14 hours per week.
So 1 hour per year.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So that's an example. If you're 12, then no more than 12 hours of structured practice or game time, things like that, when you add it all up per week.
Now, I like the rest word is a really tricky subject, right? Rest is really important for athletes.
It can be hard.
But hard to say no to all the different things. What are some of the keys to rest that someone could learn from you with?
Yeah, we want to take a couple months off from your main sport each year, and some athletes do that by playing a different sport. So if you're a pitcher, just like those professional baseball players, just like we keep track of their pitch count so that they don't get hurt and overdo it when the playoffs are coming up. We like to think of it that way as well, even for our youth pitchers, and so that's a metaphor that we use pretty frequently when we're talking about that sort of
He's
stuff.
talking to you hockey dads out there too. 2 months off. He's a doctor, not me.
Yeah, don't get me in trouble now.
I'm just kidding.
But,
all right, last but not least, so let's talk about the types of work that you do. You're not a surgeon. You do
non-operative sports medicine.
you.
So I got to train with some of the world leaders in ultrasound diagnostics and ultrasound guided procedures. So we do injections very frequently. If there's a question about, does this person have patellar tendonitis, or do they have tennis elbow or golf elbow, then we can use the ultrasound machine to take a look at their soft tissues and see if that's indeed the case or if it might be something else. And we also do some higher level procedures that are pretty unique to Summit Orthopedics, whether it's a tenotomy procedure where it's like a mini surgery,
Right.
Something
That's
like
non-invasive though, right?
Yeah. The downtime is it really depends on what we're doing, but there's not a big open incision. It's just a tiny little incision with a pretty small needle that we can really help someone get back on track for something that they may have been dealing with for years even.
That's got to be the biggest reward for you as a doctor, is having, you meet with a client who's got an acute injury and then getting them back to, whether it be a youth sport or pickleball or golf or even just someone walking in general.
Yeah, whether someone rolled their ankle last week or they've been dealing with heel pain for multiple years, kind of getting them back to their function is a word that we like to use a lot.
Right.
And so putting their needs first, getting them to do the activities that really give them fulfillment in life is how we like to, explain things to people, and that's what's really rewarding to us as well.
Well, thank you for being here, Ike. We're going to get back to the regular scheduled programming on hockey, but glad to have you here in the hockey business.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Ike Hasley from Summit Orthopedic.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company, everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like, gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like, migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning. And anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
Jack's Cafe has been extending warm hospitality with a focus on great food for almost 100 years. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's has been a great venue for hockey banquets, corporate parties, weddings, and groom's dinners. With private rooms of any size, guests can have that great Jack's experience for 2 or 200. See you at Jack's.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company, everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like, gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like, migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning. And anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
Jack's Cafe has been extending warm hospitality with a focus on great food for almost 100 years. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's has been a great venue for hockey banquets, corporate parties, weddings, and groom's dinners. With private rooms of any size, guests can have that great Jack's experience for 2 or 200. See you at Jack's.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company, everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like, gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like, migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning. And anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
Jack's Cafe has been extending warm hospitality with a focus on great food for almost 100 years. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's has been a great venue for hockey banquets, corporate parties, weddings, and groom's dinners. With private rooms of any size, guests can have that great Jack's experience for 2 or 200. See you at Jack's.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Third period from Dakota Arena. Happy to have you along here on Youth Hockey Hub this afternoon. Jeff Pappas with you with a call. It's 3-1 for St. Thomas Academy, and they have scored in the last minute of both the first 2 periods. Mikan scoring his 5th goal at 16-19, offsetting the goal by Moorhead's Titan Bergeson at the 9:03 mark of the period. We're ready to go. There was only 1 penalty assessed at the end of the period, and it was to Moorhead. It went to Cullen for cross-checking. And as a result, St. Thomas Academy gets its 2nd power play to start the 3rd period. And the Spuds clear it. Hugh Parker gassed all the way down the ice. Here's Dietz. Around the net and comes to the near side. Dosen throws it into the slot. Oh, that was a good stop by Stenjum as the puck came right on to the stick of Nico Russ, and Stenjum took it away. Stenjum only played 1 period all season coming into this game and allowed 1 goal on 6 shots. Here he has faced 24 shots and made 21 stops. 1.5 minutes in the power play. Coming up next, Chaska versus Eden Prairie. We'll have that for you about 2:15-ish. As puck control by the Cadets from the faceoff. And another save by Stenjum on a shot from the wing boards from Mikan. And we'll get a faceoff. And Mikan will take it himself for the Cadets and win it. Now played down behind the net from the faceoff, and Zavril goes after it. Now fed over to the far side. That's Mikan again, and nothing happening there. Mikan comes in and tries to play it behind the net with some success this time. Now they get control. Here's Dosen playing the right point, closes in across to Mikan. He shoots, and a save made by Stenjum as we're into the last half of the power play. Now cleared over to Dosen, and he closes in from the circle, takes the shot. That goes wide off traffic, and Dietz hustles to hold it in at the left point, but lost the puck to Gast, who then shoots it all the way back. Moorhead changes penalty killers, 38 seconds to go. Dosen through center, plays it ahead, and now St. Thomas Academy will get a change. Long clear, and it winds up going back deep into the zone from Hutari. Up the middle, and the Cadets bring it in, and trying to run onto it there was Murray, and it just seemed tantalizingly out of his reach. Finally, the goaltender, Stenjum, is able to get the glove on it. We get a stoppage, 19 seconds in the power play. And 15-18 to play in the contest as Moorhead tries to avoid going dry here from the point of view of wins at this event. And Stengen with another good save. You get a stoppage off the shot there by Kurtz. Face off to Stengen's right. 12 seconds left in the penalty. And the puck cleared up the half wall, but not out. And now played back out to center where Cronin will backtrack for St. Thomas Academy. Over to the near side now for Brownshausen. As Moorhead comes back to full strength, they've killed off the penalty. And now it's played blindly up the slot. Brownshausen picks it off, closes in, shoots, and put it wide. And now here comes Moorhead. Rink wide pass to the near side for Gast. Closes in, takes the shot, and he's high. Comes to the right point, held in there. Here's a much lower shot that is, in fact, blocked by Brownshausen. Now relay goes wide of the net as Devig started the whole thing with a point shot. And now back behind the net, a centering pass, loose at the right edge. Oh, they came close there, and Gast unable to tip a centering pass from Herman home. And it comes all the way down the ice. That'll be icing on the Cadets. So we get a face-off coming back in their zone. 2:42 gone in the third period. Shots are 27-12, so they got 4 shots on the power play, did St. Thomas Academy, and no joy on the other end. Now from the draw. Cleared around on the near side, and they'll battle for it along the wall. They reverse, and it comes out to center ice, where Devig picks it up for Moorhead over to Mickelson. And then played rink wide back into the St. Thomas Academy zone. Olsen has it there, plays it behind the net, and it's controlled by Richardson. Swings it around, and it's going to come back into the Moorhead zone again as Devig was unable to reach it and is also not icing. They had insult to injury, and now over to the far side. Played back by Bergeson, and it winds up in the left corner where Devig has it and then leaves it behind the net one more time, and Moorhead will start a rush. Here's Kraft. And Cronin turns him back finally. Brownshausen flips it in. Dosen chases after it along with Dufault, and Dosen will get it behind the net, drops it to Dietz, takes a shot. That's over the top. And Cronin crashing in, holds it in. Cronin has it on his backhand, throws it across. Dosen shoots. Oh, and a good stop there by Stengen, who saw that through the traffic. Now another centering pass is tipped, and it comes out to center ice. Moorhead is in possession. They get a change as Allmendinger plays it back into their zone. Now here is Dosen in control, feeding the left, and now Dietz starts back up to Dosen at center, but he's tied up. And now play back into the Cadets end, and after it there is Richardson. Now play to Dosen at center. Now on the left he comes, cuts to the slot, lost the puck, and then played it in deep. It's now played into the Cadets end and right back down the ice. So that's another icing call on St. Thomas Academy. Look at these schedules for these teams after this event. St. Thomas Academy is at Benilde on January 4th, at Tartan on the 6th, and at Aldrich to play Hill Murray on Wednesday the 10th. In January, Moorhead is at Benilde on the 6th of January, at Grand Rapids on the 13th. And now that's home against St. Cloud on the 16th of January. Play at neutral ice. And Russ over the line. Closing in, keeps after it, and then puts it to the left of the goal, and Stengen Now from the faceoff, Kronberg plays it around behind the net. Loose at the right edge of the Moorhead goal. Now back into the corner where it's picked up by Connery. Now out to center. And then backhanded into the zone by Herman. Pass to the far side, comes out to center. A bump thrown there against Camden, and the puck comes back into the Cadets' end to the right this time. Now banked off the wall. And Kronberg can't play it ahead. Now Kurtz has to help out. And he plays it to center, and the Spuds control a bouncing puck, and over the line they come. Ferguson closing in, and he took the shot on the short side, and the rebound came in front. Finally cleared all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call against St. Thomas Academy with 10:51 now to go. Shots 28-13. Moorhead has had one shot in the first 6 minutes of this period. From the draw, pass to the near side. Mickelson, sharp angle. And he put it in front, came right back to the corner. Behind the net, centering pass, steered away by Cronin. And now it's picked up there by Kuntz. And down the wall, centering pass, Mickelson in tight. And now it comes to the right side. Here's a shot, they score! May have been tipped by Bergson, but the shot was taken by Devig from the circle. And it's 3-2 with 10:29 left. We'll see who gets credit for it, but it's Moorhead right back on the scoreboard. At 6:31 of the third period, it's 3-2.
Moorhead goal, his second of the game, scorer number 23, Tyler Ferguson. Assist to number 15, Zach Devig. To number 4, Brandon Mickelson.
So it is Bergeson giving credit for the goal. He deflected in the shot by Devig. Also assisting is Mickelson. 6:31, and it's a one-goal game again with 10:08 to go. Now Moorhead gets it in the left corner, and here's Kraft. Pass to center ice, and Mickelson will play it into the zone. Left the drop pass, and here's Bergson, and he had his pocket picked, and back comes St. Thomas Academy over the line. Shot and a pad save, or a blocker save rather, made there against McPherson. Cadets work the puck around. Richardson feeds over to the left point, and a shot right on. And a face-off coming up as the shot came in from Gus Olson from the point. And we're going to face off in the Moorhead zone to the right of the goaltender with 9.5 minutes to go. Moorhead's been outshot 30-14, but they're hanging in there, and now trying to find a tying goal from someplace. Out to center. And over the line they come, and this is Allmendinger. Shoots, and a save made by Neeson against the right post. So Moorhead gets an offensive zone face-off in any event with 9:19 to go. And the puck pulled down. Dietz in the corner. Back to the left point. There's a shot. That might have caught part of the post from Dufault. Winds up behind and in the corner now. Played to the right point. Bouncing puck. Spuds hold it in there. Centering pass in front for Allmendinger. Doesn't connect. And now the Cadets come back down the near wing. Dosen down the wing. He's pursued there by Dufault, who steers him wide. Plays around behind the net, and the Spuds will gain possession there. Dumped on into the zone, and chasing after it is Midthun. He stops. He has the puck along the half wall. And now Midthun comes to the high slot, puts on another move, feeds down to Mickelson in the circle. He's in deep. Mickelson left it behind the net for Allmendinger. And now Allmendinger goes down low, and that is knocked to the boards. Allmendinger off the wall, has the puck, shoots, and it's over the top and into the netting and out of play. So we'll get a face-off Pete Allmendinger, 1 point on the season so far for Moorhead. Single assist, but he had a good shift there. The face-off coming up in the cadet zone to the right of Neeson. Face-off win for Moorhead. Mickelson plays it across. Here's a shot and a follow-up right on, and a good save there off Herman by Neeson, and he saw that well. Puck came off the traffic in front, and the rebound leaked over to the goaltender's right. He saw it, and right as Herman saw it, the goaltender slid into the line of fire and made the save. Face-off coming up to his right with 8:16 left. Another face-off win for the Spuds, but the puck is picked up by Cadets and carried to center ice. Shot on into the zone by Zavril. And he gets it along the wall, plays it down for Dosen in the corner, and now here comes Moorhead back. Herman over the line, shoots, save made. Rebound, bank pass to the right point, and that is picked up there by Hutari. And his shot goes off the traffic. Now in the circle, a shot. Neeson with a stick save, and the puck will be deflected out of play as Herman again with a good chance for Moorhead. Herman with just a single goal as well, but he's also had a good shift here, and he heads off for a rest with 7:42 to play in a 3-2 contest. Now it's played all the way down the ice, and no icing. Zarir, the defender, could have played it. Utari on the right. Now he's in trouble there for McPherson, and he sweeps it behind the net. Picked up there by Dufault, who will wait for help and now start out. Pass to the right. Backhand to center, and then relayed into the zone by Kuntz. And now a drop pass on the wall. Kraft dropping it back, and here's a shot. Oh, good save through traffic there off of the shot from Dufault. Now loose in the corner as Moorhead starting to turn it on a little bit. Here's a puck picked up and shot all the way down the ice. I mean, icing as Mickelson had it dribble off his blade right at the top of the circle. And Moorhead coming alive quite nicely, thank you, as they've now got 7 shots on goal in the period. 6:54 to go. They win the face-off to the Spuds. Here's Mickelson at the left point, throwing it ahead. That's played down to the glove. Now down the wing, Mickelson will get there first in the left corner of the Moorhead zone. Feeds it around behind the net for Devig. And here come the Spuds. Pass down the far side, over the line. Here's a shot that's dragged wide. Karam is picked up there. Allmendinger centers it. Good chance, and Neeson in front, and he had Midthun right there, and he just throws his head back in frustration. There's nothing else he can do. Put it right on his tape about 20 feet out in the slot, and Neeson was there to make the save. From the draw, the shot is deflected wide off the stick of Steffen. Dufault over to Steffen. Cross ice pass into the middle, and it's played out of the air neatly. And finally, played ahead into the Moorhead zone by the Cadets. And now Moorhead starting back down the near wing. And this is Cullen shooting, a save made. And a stoppage coming up. So Moorhead has had more of the play since the power play, especially in the third period when St. Thomas Academy had 4 shots. Since that point, they have outshot St. Thomas Academy 9-3. And from the face-off, it's now cleared up the wing and to the line. Out to center, can't be held there by Steffen, and now shot on into the Moorhead zone. Goaltender out to play it. And the pressure now comes in, and the puck goes over to Dufault in the left corner. Break wide pass to center, and now here come the Spuds. Herman. Taken out by Cronin. The centering pass, and it's right in front. Comes to the right point, and played down by Devig. As Moorhead continues to press. Now, here's a shot right on, and a save by Neeson. Rebound in front is cleaned up by his defense. And they clear to center ice. Here is Dosen with it, and he plays it into the Moorhead end. Errant pass there, turned and played right back in by Dietz, and now we'll get play in the Moorhead zone. Devig on the right, less than 5 minutes to go. And Moorhead comes to center, down the wing, and that's Bergerson, has both their goals. Comes around on the wall, picked up, spin and shoot by Gast, and the goaltender looked behind him for a minute. And now Mickelson plays it down low. Here's Kraft behind the goal. He is muscled to the ice by Olsen. Puck comes out. Kraft still has it. Spinning there now, he's taken it against the boards again. And finally, it's picked up behind the net, cleared around on the near side for Murray, and St. Thomas Academy gets to center ice. Now played back into the Moorhead zone with 4:14 left. St. Thomas Academy gets a change, and Moorhead is probably their best sustained stretch so far of the 3 days over the last 10 minutes of this game. As St. Thomas Academy starts out with Dietz on the left, plays it ahead, McPherson over the line, back for Dietz, and now played to the left point. Here's a chance and a shot right on by Russ. Follow-up is dragged wide by McPherson. 3:45 to go, and now the puck on the goal line extended, cleared around by the Cadets, and coming in front, Russ had his shot blocked. Now Mikan feeds it over, and there's a chance. Shot blocked there off the stick of Brody Dietz, and it's picked up again by Bergeson, and he plays it to center ice. Moorhead trying to get a change. They can't get the puck forward now as a good shift by St. Thomas Academy. Takes 40 seconds off the clock, and now here comes Mickelson back. And he gave it up at the blue line. Now a pass ahead, and here comes St. Thomas Academy. Played behind the net by Brownshausen. And on the near side, it's picked up by Allmendinger. He rink wides, and here comes Moorhead in. And unable to get past the defender there is Midthun. Going to be played back in. Moorhead tags up to take up an offside with 2:48 to go. Play behind the net and out of the corner, and played back out to center where picked up by Mickelson. Over the line, Allmendinger shooting. Neeson with a save, comes off to the boards on the right. And now winds up behind the net where Moorhead digs it out. And Midthun takes a hit in against the boards, and it comes out to center, and here's a 3-on-2. But disorganized, couldn't have possession of the puck. And now with 2:15 left, Moorhead tries again. Here comes Mickelson. He's over the line. Mickelson feeds a pass to the right, and a shot and over the top of the net from Herman. And now fed back out to center ice. Dosen chasing after it, can't reach it. And now played to the line, finally played into the zone. And it's picked up there by Dietz. And then rink wide, we're going to get a whistle with 1:52 left. And we'll see if Moorhead uses its timeout here. Indications are that's what they want, and they have just taken it. So timeout here from Dakota Arena. It's 3-2 Cadets.
Timeout, Moorhead.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
My timeout is over, so we'll come back to live action. 1:52 to go in the third period, and Moorhead has closed the shot deficit now to 30-24. And goaltender Stenjum is still in, but out of his crease halfway, and now it's picked up from the faceoff by Dietz, and he lays it ahead. That'll keep the goaltender in, of course, and now here is Mickelson behind his goal. 1:42 left, and Moorhead plays it out. Pass down the wing, and they come in over the line. Here comes the goaltender, and it's centered there by Bergeson, and comes off to the boards. Gast plays it down. Now Mickelson trying to hold it in. He does. It's kicked ahead, and now here's McPherson at center working against Kraft. Got around him. McPherson going in, and he's forced behind the net. Can't get a shot away. And Cullen for Moorhead starts up. Now Mickelson over the line. Leaves a drop pass. Kraft fires, and it was blocked by the defender in front. A long attempt is going to go well wide of the goal from Dietz, and that's an icing call with 1:04 to go. So an offensive zone face-off and a chance for a set-piece play for the Spuds as they try to pick up a tying goal. St. Thomas Academy trying to finish an undefeated event so far. 1:04 to go. And it's cleared, but not out. Kraft holds it in. Last minute of play. Shot winds up going wide of the goal. And in the corner, Hasbargen now fed to the right point. Here's Mickelson, works to the high slot, shoots. And that goes off the defense and wide. Here's Kraft going behind the net. Cullen centers, and that is broken up. Now Kraft again, 40 seconds to go. Mickelson back to Kraft in the circle, back to Mickelson. Now he comes to the right point with 30 seconds to go. Plays it down low for Bergeson. And now he gets it back. Here's a chance. And Mickelson closing, waiting, shooting, missed the net. And it comes to the near side. Here's Mickelson again. He plays it over to the right. Back from Kraft at the left point now. He takes the shot. That's wide with 13 seconds to go. And Moorhead still keeping possession, but they're not able to get it out of the corner now. And that's a perfect spot for St. Thomas Academy. A centering pass comes through, and now here is Mickelson from the boards with 1 second to go, and he can't get a shot through. And St. Thomas Academy hangs on and defeats Moorhead by a score of 3-2. Moorhead with 13 shots in the third period for a game total of 25. And St. Thomas Academy 7 for a game total of 30. Moorhead did not get a power play in this game, and they wind up losing by a score of 3-2. They go to 4-8-1 on the season. St. Thomas Academy wins, and they go to 8 wins, 3 losses, and a tie. And they have a very good holiday tournament. As player of the game announced as Will Dosen for St. Thomas Academy, scored the first goal of the game and is named player of the game. So you can check out our X feed later on and have an interview with Mr. Dosen. We are done here for our first game. Second game coming up, Chaska versus Eden Prairie is next. This is the Tradition Holiday Classic on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.